Yeah. Bobby,
I'm fine. I'm fine.
you're pretty good. Hanging in there.
Yay. That's the best that anybody could ask.
Best is have some alcohol in your hand too.
Well, I can't do that right yet because I still have to drive and pick people up tonight from work. Best that anybody could ask.
But you're doing the right thing. Best is have some alcohol in your hand too. So did you ever answer my question? Ooh, thank you.
Well, I can hear you. Did you ask me a question?
No.
Oh, well, I was talking about Reno.
Talk to Roberta.
I didn't hear it. I was out of the room talking to Michaela.
Oh, it's not important.
Talking to Michaela.
Oh, it's not important. I'm talking soft. That's the way I am. Speak softly and carry a big stick. Is that better?
Talking to Michaela.
Oh, you're not talking though. How can you possibly tell? That's the way I am.
Hello, hello, hello. Okay, now it should be able to be heard. Testing, testing. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, now it should be able to be heard. All right, we are ready to rock and roll. So I want to start off tonight with our question. So we're gonna thinking back to your childhood and the hobbies you used to have, the things you used to do to pass the time as a kid, as a child, I'll say up through like high school time frame. What is something that you used to do as a hobby that you do not do anymore that you sort of miss and would like to do? Start with Bobby. What is something you used to do that you don't do anymore that you miss?
I don't really.
You don't miss anything? Or is it just horrible?
I didn't really have any hobbies when I was a teenager, other than hanging out with my friends and trying not to get in trouble, which I was successful at most of the times. Yeah, I don't have an answer for that question.
All right. Well, hanging out with your friends, be not having a whole lot to worry about, just relaxing. Uh, that's not a bad thing to miss at all. What about you, Reno?
I think I missed. I was at a high-level tennis team in my high school career, and when you're on a team that is just amazing and spectacular, even if you suck, it's quite an experience. So I got that benefit. That's one of the things that I miss.
It's hot.
Someone got a CD radio on or
Excellent.
something?
Yeah, Bobby forgot to mute again.
Yeah, Bobby.
Hold on.
Sorry, I walked into my kid's room.
Exchange
That
of
was the
faith.
TV. That was the TV in their room.
And what about you, Roberta?
Oh, hands down, it has to be reading. I was very much an avid reader. If I didn't have a book in my hand from the time I was old enough to read until I got out of high school, people wondered what was wrong with me. I always had a book. I was always reading a book. Read like 4 or 5 books a week on average. And now I don't. I pick up a book once every 6 months now.
Well, you stole my answer. My answer was I used to read, and the same way. I think it's part of my upbringing. I always had a book with me. This was up until probably 6 or 7 years ago. Um, I I would forget my glasses and my wallet before I'd forget my book. Um, and I always had one with me. Um, so that's something that I miss doing. Sadly, that is something that will never happen again. It's just impossible to go back to now that I have a cell phone on which I can play games. It's just a dream that'll never happen again.
Let's just read ebooks, man. I read all the time.
But speaking of dreams you'll never have again, our crew walked into this room and ran into a little bit of a little bit of trouble. You guys remember what happened last week? Um, if we haven't done it in a while, would somebody mind reading the message of the day?
I can give it a try if you like.
Awesome, awesome.
Armed with the knowledge of the admin key code and the location of the side entrance, we have a choice to enter the Temple Found and attempt to discover what the cult of the Devourer learned when they were there. Clearing out the break room, we moved into the main floor and were greeted by elements, which they quickly dispatched, of course. We almost died, but yes. They discovered the elements were released by a now useless magical device in one of the storage containers. Quickly searching a series of meditation rooms, they entered a large chamber with a fish site and her pets. And then you have images.
You do have images. Let me share those.
Please. Researching a series of meditation rooms. They entered a large chamber with a Chickite and her pet.
There we go. All right. So thank you for that. Atomic Hero Squad says he used to play guitar, acoustic, a little bluegrass, classical, rock. Very nice. All right, so we're missing the presence of Logan again, sadly, but hopefully he'll join us. In the meantime, I will jump on and take over for him.
Oh, crappy computers.
And that will allow the stream to see what's happening. All right, so as the camera turns on and you see what used to be looks like a series of almost like a call center or a work center series of desks line uh, in two rows with a center row in the middle, and you see this Kish, and she's there. She has these three beasts sort of bounding behind her. A couple of them, one of them bats at the other, and it um, playfully pushes it back, and she gives a quick command, and they quiet as they fall in and sit proper, waiting at their next command. Um, and she gives a sharp cry, like a hut, and one of them follows her, and she then motions for the desk and over the desk, and gives another command, and it jumps over the desk into the row of cubicles, and then continues bounding over. And then afterwards, she it bounds back to her, and she gives it a little treat, and repeats the same process with the second one. Um, and then there is a series of an explosion off in a distance, and she turns, and all three of the creatures turn as well. And one of them starts crouching down a little bit, and she gives a command, and it sits back up. And she walks over and points and gives commands, setting the three beasts in their spot, and then comes over and sits and waits as the camera pans out through the door, and we see the crew of the Mariko Nash walking up to the double doors. And as you guys open the door, you see this room. The biggest difference to this room is that there is a lamp in the middle of the room set on top of the cubicle walls, illuminating the majority of the room. The corners are in shadow, but for the most part, the room is lit by this lamp.
Right.
All
I
right,
hear
sorry
you.
about
I'm
that,
sorry.
guys. So as you open the doors, you see this Kish watching you, and she calls out a command, and the beasts turn their heads and start lunging towards you, and we have initiative. Any questions before we get rolling? Anything that you guys want to mention? I didn't mention the X-ray glasses that Fievel has, still bearing the splitting headache and sickened condition from it.
Right. I think that the color and scheme are annoying and very difficult to see.
The colors of what?
And the background, all of our files and everything are always actually perfectly
this
medium
gray
gray
color.
with stop signs with eyes on them for all of the information things. And yeah, this is not a good choice. I say the master. I vow to the master, please.
Okay.
Change the color.
I found that a lot of people really like this a lot, the big black on gray, so I did not think that would be an issue.
There's
So
no black.
give me
There is
just a
the
minute.
gray. The gray, all the same. Right.
The writing's in black.
Let's take a vote. Starfinder is supposed to be.
And
Oh, we.
Whoa.
They play us back in. Nope. I gotta do it. Fine.
It's okay. I wanted to do something that I forgot about anyway, so they'll give me a chance.
Talking about the not registering the lobby.
And I just had my map size the way I wanted it.
Everybody can thank Reno.
Well, thank you. I appreciate your indulgence.
You're welcome.
So one thing I wanted to do real quick is just go over some of the things on your characters. If you don't use the combat tracker, something I would suggest you do. One of the benefits of having the combat tracker open is it has a listing of a bunch of stuff under each character. And if it's a little confusing the way it is, you can click the little winged boots symbol or the head with the dots above it, depending on which theme we're using. And it'll break it down line by line what each thing is. If that might be a little clearer for you to see. But a lot of them are just reminders for you and me on different powers and different abilities that your character has. 5e at this high level can get confusing, but Starfinder is very much confusing. I love the game; it's my favorite role-playing game, but there are definitely a lot of powers, and so I'm checking to see if you guys can get in yet. Give me just a minute. So we're gonna go talk about that real quick. Go over, remind ourselves what you guys can do. It should only take a couple minutes each, and I think it will be helpful for you and for listeners at home who don't know much about your characters or don't know much about Starfinder to learn a little bit more. One thing about Fantasy Grounds is and my particular computer, especially when I have so many things running at the time, it does take a little bit of time to reload. So it'll be just a moment.
I'll be right back.
How am I supposed to do that damn homework if I can't see my page? Bobby, are you still there? Bobby,
Bobby stepped away for a minute.
where were you?
Roberta's still here, but Bobby is not.
What I'm asking is, what is up with us loading our Fantasy Grounds thing? What do you want us to do? Because mine is blank. There's something the soft connection deserves. I've been saying that.
All right, you can start connecting again. I don't know if I was holding the mouse button or not, but you can start connecting again.
Okay.
I am attempting to resolve connection with the server. That's where you've seen me there since you came back.
Shame! Shame! Shame!
Nothing has changed. Do you see me loading on your end?
No, I show
I should
Bobby's the only one who's connecting. So go ahead and cancel out and try joining a game again.
I've done that now a couple times. Try again.
And now Roberta's connecting. And now I'm connecting.
We're all connecting.
Wow.
I'm using the same PC to access, and it took me 3 times. So
You're not bitter, are you?
I'm just
Third time's
explaining
charm.
that.
All right. I'm just going to close out. I'll come back in a minute. Stop.
Yep. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull that up.
Come on.
All right, and so, for example, Zuriel has, you have an ability that allows you to fly 20 feet. You can also not wear a mask or any kind of protection in space. You are protected from the vacuum of space because of your Star Shaman ability.
the door.
Discord, boom, 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 boom. All right, finishing setting up my stuff. All right, and then Zuriel also is a paranormal investigator. So right now, the mystery she's trying to solve is the mystery of the stellar degenerator. So anytime she's doing any kind of difficulty check involving the stellar degenerator, she has a -5 DC. So as everybody else might have like a 26 or a 31, hers is 5 less than that. She also has a Stargazer ability, again given to her by her Star Shaman Mystic connection, that allows her to re-roll an ability check, attack, saving throw, or skill check. And she also has, as a paranormal investigator, it takes her half the time to research something having to do with her mystery, and she can re-roll perception or sense motive when trying to find out information or talk to somebody regarding her mystery.
Cool.
And of course, she has Ara, Kinid, her companion, and she also has a crap ton of spells, weapons, everything else. All right, Bobby's back. So, Fievel, I'm getting the combat tracker open on the stream so they can see what I'm talking about. So Fievel has quite a bit, but as a soldier, he is a bombardier sniper slash bombardier, which means he started off as a sniper, and then when he hit a certain level, he could have a secondary specialization.
Right.
So he gets a on the beginning of combat, if he takes a shot, makes a range attack against an opponent, and
Right.
then moves up to that opponent, he then gets a +2 to his melee attack against that same opponent because he took a range shot against it. It's called opening volley. As a sniper, he has a -1 per range increment. So in other words, normally you have your weapons, they're short range, and then you have a -2, -4, -6, etc., going all the way out. He only
Right.
has a -1, -2, -3 going all the way out because he's a sniper.
Ooh. Am I even on the?
Yes, I show you connected.
It has finally loaded, motherfucker. Pardon my French.
He has slippery shooter, so if he is anybody is adjacent to someone and they use their range attack to shoot them, like with their pistol or the rifle in their face,
Yeah.
you have a they get an opportunity attack against you
Right.
because you're standing right next to them, and so they can bat the weapon out of the way or try to stab you or punch you or bite you, whatever the case might be. If that happens, he has a +3 to his armor class when they do that because he is a slippery shooter.
Oh, that's cool.
He also has sniper's aim, so as if anything that he's shooting at has cover, he gets a +2 to that shot. So to reduce the cover, he knows when to
Finally.
wait until they stick their head out and then take the shot.
Nice.
As a Yusoki, he has Moxie, which means he can normally it takes a move action to stand up, whereas with him he can stand up as a swift action. He can also tumble through an enemy square. Anybody can, but it's a very hard difficulty check to do. He gets a +5 when he tries to do that, to move through an enemy square.
Cool.
With his bombard skill, training as soldier, throwing grenades and things, all of his grenades get an extra 5 feet of radius, so they go out 5 more feet on each side when they explode. As an ace pilot, if he's looking at a starship, he has a -5 to the difficulty check, so it's or in a sense it's a +5 to figure out what that starship is, and what it means, how to control it, those type of things. Looking at the controls, trying to figure all these things out. He gets a bonus to that as an ace pilot. And then he also has enhanced resistance, which we haven't really forgot. That's something that we never forget because it gives him 10 less damage now. Every time he gets hit by piercing, slashing, or bludgeoning damage, the first 10 is just absorbed because of a feat that he has. Focus. He has one other thing that I want to understand real quick. He can use his resolve to do something, and I don't know what it is. Give me a second.
Intense focus. Right there. Use resolve versus cover or concealment. I was following along when you were reading it, listening it off, and that was the only one I didn't hear you say. Was intense focus.
All right, so that is correct. It is intense focus. This is what it is. All right, so already mentioned he gets a -2, or anybody who's taking cover from his shots, their cover is 2 less effective, so he gets a +2 to his attack. They have a -2 to their bonus from a cover, that type of thing. He can also, if somebody has cover or can even complete concealment, which is a 50% miss chance, he can spend a resolve point and just completely negate the armor class bonus from cover or concealment by one whole category. So if they're total concealment, they can be completely behind a shut door. He can spend a resolve point and they now only have partial cover. Or if they have partial cover, he can completely get rid of it, and stuff like that. So he uses a resolve point to do it, but it can give him up to like a +5, +4, depending on the situation to attack. All right, so
And I don't know if you wanted. Oh, those are the feats. Never mind.
yep, and he has several other feats, things like improved initiative and things like that, but those are built in to your character.
Yeah. Back to
So
the
Nosy,
barricade.
yep, barricade's another one. We can take a swift move action, I think, and build a quick little barricade to hide behind, so we can shoot, get some cover. So Nosy has communalism, so she can also reroll an attack or a skill check. She can't do it with an ability check, but with a skill check or an attack, because she is connected with. She's normally used to having a hive mind. She's now stuck with the rest of the party, but it's close enough to a hive mind that she can use it to reroll an attack or skill check. She also had regenerative blood, which means unlike you guys, when you guys take a short rest and get your stamina points back, she can also get some hit points back. She also, if she goes down to 0 hit points, normally there's several steps. You spend a resolve to stay in a fight, and then you spend a resolve to get back up, those type of things. She doesn't have to do that because she has her regenerative blood to get a bonus to that. She also has Mystic Strike, which means that all of her weapon damage is considered magical. So she uses some of her mystic abilities to infuse her bullets and her lasers and her bone that she has, bone knives that she has with magic. And then, of course, she's also a scholar. So anything having to do with biology, it's a little easier for her to do a check and understand what's going on with that. Chris, we'll go over quickly. Uh, he has +2 saving throws versus spells or spell-like abilities because he has Spellbane, which is a feat, which means because he does not cast spells himself, he took Spellbane, so he gets a bonus. He naturally sheds light himself. He can make it normal light in 5 feet, bright light, or dim light within 5 feet of him, just because he's a rock critter. He has resistance to electricity. He can shoot, move. He can move, shoot, and then move again, or not move again, but finish his move. Unlike everybody else who can only move and then shoot. Once you attack, you can't move again. He can because of his feat that he has. He's a pharmacologist, so anything having to do with pharmacology, he has a bonus on. Also, he has a couple things to help him, like as a biohacker, help him heal people and do things like that. And then, of course, his main thing is he can identify. He uses a move action, and he just doesn't roll to identify creatures. He automatically, if it's a living creature, he gets 41 on his roll to identify it. Non-living creatures, the same thing. In his case, it's actually the same number because of his microlab. So that is Chris. And then we also have Serena. Serena, as an operative, gets a bunch of stuff. And then as a Solarian, has a handful of things as well. And of course, as a drow, she can't be put to sleep magically. She also has a bonus if someone tries to enchant her, charm her, that type of thing. Um,
She's charming herself.
so if she moves away from somebody that she does a trick attack to, they do not get an opportunity attack. Um, she also gets a bonus, a plus 1d6 bonus to her stealth, which I don't know that she's ever used. She has a choice. It's either stealth or one other. I think it's might be diplomacy. I don't remember what the other sidereal
She's used
influence is.
diplomacy. I've used diplomacy a number of times. You guys are a mess or in the city.
If she has evasion, so if there's an explosion or a spell that happens, and normally you would take half damage if you save. With her, she doesn't take any damage if she makes the save. She also has, as a Solarian, she can control gravity, so she gets a bonus to her athletics. It's very situational, so it's depending on what's happening with her when she uses her athletics, but she gets a bonus because she can control gravity. She also has spring attack, like the other person we just mentioned, Chris. She can move, attack, and then move again without getting an opportunity, and she also doesn't get an opportunity attack when that happens. She also has shadow nerves embedded in her. Again, I don't know that she's ever used it. Maybe once. But when you guys were on Eox, she put some undead spinal fluids and spinal cords in her that allows her, instead of making just a 5-foot guarded step, she can make a 10-foot guarded step. And of course, she has her photon modes and stuff that she can do as a Solarian. So I have a feeling some of the stuff might be missing too. If you want to check your actions, check actions page, and some of you may even have old school stuff on your spells page from your class or your race back before we could put them on your actions page. I had them in your spell page. I have not gone through and double checked everything recently because it's been a while since you guys leveled up. But I just want to touch base. Any questions, any comments on quick little review there?
That was great. Awesome. You're awesome, dude.
All right, so let's get back into the action, shall we?
Go.
Roberta, were you
Go
able to
use
get
the
your map
bathroom
back?
and get back in bed, please.
Yeah, I got my map back.
Yay. All right. So we're still missing Fievel's initiative. Serena initiative. Actually, everybody except Zarel needs to roll initiative, please.
There we go. Come on, baby. I get not too bad. Oh, it was on 20, man. You saw that. Everybody saw it right there. That was on it. I was on. I swear to God, this new program.
Special extension I have that Screw with Reno extension.
You do not.
Kidding me?
All right, so top of the round
Can you
is
throw up the map for me, please, sir?
hold on, my fancy
Thank
round's
you.
being weird.
So you heard me.
There you go. All right, and I need to do one other thing.
Hello.
All right, so it's going to be. Let me go ahead and get you guys rolling. Five will go ahead and take your turn, and I'll just move the bad guy after you.
I was asking that. Are they all facing towards us or not? You said that they were not surprised. They are facing right towards us. If I remember correctly.
Correct. They were not surprised.
Okay, cool.
What?
There were grenades going off and solar explosions and things. So
So they're coming right at us obviously over the barriers here,
Oh,
about to wail on us. All right.
so
all right, Five will.
I know.
You're up. What you
I,
doing?
I wanna try to sneak around. So I wanna move to the.
All right, so that was
Um,
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
should be. I'm gonna use my stealth to move. I think, yeah. Anyway.
All right, so if you're moving stealthily, then you can only move half your speed because
Oh, that
you're,
would.
you're trying to be really quiet. So you would only be able to move
Okay.
15 feet.
So then that would put me back right there ish.
Correct, but you can move in, sort of put your back up against the divider that's in front of you.
You don't want me to roll for it or anything?
Yep. So go ahead and roll your stealth in the tower.
Okay. In the tower. Hold on. Let me. I need to get close for a second. Alright. I think I got this.
All right, and then so you moved.
That's
You're hidden. So you holding your action.
yes.
All right. So what action are you holding, and what is the trigger?
What? What? I'm
Yeah,
not gonna.
it's just
What? Say that again.
What action do you want to do? What action are you holding? And then what is going to trigger that action? So, for example, it could be I'm going to shoot my gun when I see the first bad guy that next to me, or I have my blade, and as soon as someone gets adjacent to me, I'll attack them. That type of thing.
at the ready. You at the ready minute.
I don't
Your
know.
weapon of choice. It better not be a grenade, dude. Your weapon of choice.
Technically, I'm out of grenades right now. Well, what I want to try to do is sneak around behind them.
All
Get
right, so you
around
can move
behind
again
them.
if you want. If you want, use your action to do another movement.
So, same as before, only 15 feet.
Right. So it'll be another 15 feet.
So,
Since you're moving in stealth, sneaking along.
Can he
so
move
that would
past?
put me here. Right.
Can he move past Zarel in the other direction without a penalty? Since he's already moved through her, technically.
Yeah.
The other direction, you mean goes to the south?
Yeah,
He
but
could.
he came
Yeah.
out behind Zarel, so he could. Okay.
He wanted to go around this way.
Right.
All right. So you got your back up against the wall, and you're trying to hide, sneakily moving up. What weapon are you holding?
I guess I'll be holding the bone scepter.
All right.
All right, I guess that's my turn.
My camera's being weird again tonight. Let me see. Yeah, it says my computer's having a hard time. I wonder what's going on tonight that's different than normal. I don't have. Just double checking. 1, 2. Robert, let me see. All right. There we go. We'll see if that works. Hopefully it'll behave better. So it's going to it stands up, takes a couple shots at Serena with its bow, and then drops down. And by a couple shot, I mean one shot at Serena.
The hit.
Come on, stop it.
Talking about number 9, correct?
No, I'm talking about the Kish.
The chick. Okay.
Yep, and she
Woman.
hits. All right, so her arrow slams into you. Does get absorbed a little bit because of your special abilities.
Exactly.
And then she's gonna move.
How tall are the walls here?
They are 4 feet high.
Okay.
All right, so she does a quick jump over this. All right, Serena.
Yes. He is, photo tune 1. Oops, wrong one. But get the idea. All right, so the Ojai, whatever that is, in front of her has jumped down onto the floor between the things, correct?
No, right now it is behind the cubicle. It's in the cubicle in front of you, so you
Right,
know it
on the floor.
exists, but you can't. It's behind cover.
Meaning that it's on the floor or something,
Yes.
correct? Okay, so she going to do her trick attack and just jump right over onto the desk and swipe down with, or whatever, swipe at the creature in her expert way with her.
All right. So since your
Bite map,
trick
her.
attack uses acrobatics, then go ahead and give us that roll.
Acrobatics, okay.
It's just normal trick attack.
Oh my god, he saw it. It was 17. Still 25.
Do your normal trick attack.
All right. Oh,
You know what?
there we go.
Mute my camera.
Hell yeah. And now I'm going to be.
You didn't have it targeted, but that is enough
All right. Nice. I will tell you.
to successfully do your trick attack.
Nice. All right, so I'm checking flat-footed. I have to put it on him or her. Yeah, it went on automatically, correct?
Yes, it
So
went
now
on.
I'm
So
strike.
go ahead.
There we go.
So the wall going over the wall. Well, first of all, you have to move,
Right.
and going over the wall counts an extra
I
5 feet
pointed.
of movement.
Isn't that up to you to move me? Because I just indicated my movement.
I did not see any indication of where you want
All
to
right,
move.
hold on. Right, hold on a minute. One more time. How movement is going to be? I just exactly told you. Jumping up upon the desk over the wimpy wall there, striking down at the thing. So that was the movement, 10 feet onto the desk. Or whatever. That would
Right,
be the
but
first
that's
point where she's deciding where the thing is and I'm going to strike at. But I'm assuming it's right there on the floor. That was nice obviously. Right there.
okay. So you move, and as you get up onto this wall, you see it's right there. So you would either need to adjust and either go. Most logical place would be here at least.
Okay. That's fine.
5.
Perfect. See, she's acrobatic at an unbelievable level. So
All right. So
she's indicated.
you hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
All right. 34. Eh, nice amount of damage. Too bad. Hello.
All right. So she moves up, goes up onto the wall, um, doing a handstand. Sees this thing there, so she does sort of a cartwheel up along the edge of the cubicle wall, and then does a flip back as she slices down into this thing, grabbing bitmap, and her sword extends and slashes into it.
Exactly. It's a beautiful thing. That
And
black
Chris is
sword.
going to shoot Zarel
No, he's not.
because he knows she typically has tendency to run into battle. So it'll give her a boost to her armor class. There you go. All right. So quick. Actually, she's right next to him, so he doesn't have to shoot. He can just use his syringe. Quick zap to Zarel. And then he's going to actually just going to stay where he is. Sort of watch and see what's happening in the fight. All right, so this animal sort of watches as Serena does all this fancy stuff and slashes into it. It cries out a little bit, and then it's going to bite at her. And then it also is going to, it raises both of its, lunges toward her and lashes out with both of its front paw hand things. And Fievel, the wall you're leaning against, shakes a bit and pushes you, almost knocks you down as just Serena gets slammed into this wall as it punches into it.
Okay.
That's cool. It's cool imagery.
She's a big girl. She can handle herself.
Alright, and this one leaps up over the top of the cubicle, jumps down and attacks. These things are not huge. The pictures can be a little misleading because there's nothing there to compare it. These are small creatures, size-wise, so they're about the size of a mastiff, give or take. Maybe a a large dog type creature. This one jumps up and also does the same thing. It's going to try to attack. Bite into Serena. Misses.
It's the size of a lion. That's what you're saying, right?
Okay. Change of plans here. So.
And then tries to punch Serena. That one hits. So she's quickly dodging and shifting and gets slammed back by the first one. Dodges out of the way of the bite, but gets hit by the little fist as it slams into her. Zerael, are you going to use Aura?
Yes, I am going to deploy Aura. To the one, well, oh, I guess I can see that one down there unless I can't because of the wall that it's hiding behind, but the
Yeah, they're
one
not really
closest to,
hiding. And
oh,
she's been giving commands, and you can hear them and see them. So yeah, you know where they are.
okay, so I'm gonna send her to the one down below me.
I presume she has 25 feet of movement, right?
Yes, she does.
Cool, cool. All right. Well, actually, that would have been on her turn, but am I go ahead and take your turn?
I'm not doing anything other than deploying her and letting her attack.
Okay, so you're using up
Yeah.
your action to allow her to attack. All right, so go ahead and
Yep.
pass the turn.
You have
And
to
then,
remember that you have to remember Roberta is our laziest explorer we have.
No, not necessarily. I've been fighting quite a bit recently and letting Ara hang back, but
Doing
all
the
right, is
punch,
she
giving
target
up.
is that targeted?
let me see. Hold on. This one is 11.
Got it.
No, you don't. Come on.
Maybe not.
There it is. There we go. Okay.
All right, awesome. Okay, now I will attack.
All right, chat. Let's see if I can get my camera to behave now. It's been a minute.
And she misses. Well, phooey fiddlesticks. But she's there.
All right, so she's not hit. The thing was given a command, so it's going to ignore her. She's in the square with it, so as it leaves, she gets an opportunity attack. Tiny creatures do not get opportunity attacks unless they're actually in the square, and the
Can you
person
put her, is
leaves.
she up on the map? Is she up on the map, her position? Our position.
Yes,
And
she's on the
is she
map.
on
You
the,
Strike
should be able,
against attacking.
oh
to
my
see
God.
her.
Oh, I can, yes.
Ha!
And she's
Okay.
dangerously close.
All right, so she gets a bite on it as it leaves.
Now, if she's on the creature, doesn't she move with the creature?
Or at least, not necessarily. Depends upon your tactics, I guess, right?
All right, so I'll give you a give me from her a so it'll be similar to attempting a grapple. So go ahead and give me a athletics or a melee attack. Um, I don't know if she's trained. She's trained in certain things and not others. If she's trained in athletics, give me that. Otherwise, give me a melee attack. And
She doesn't have a skills list. Oh, yes, she does. Never mind.
it's only a couple.
Acrobatics or athletics? Which one?
Athletics. Trying to hold on as this thing is running and swatting at her.
Nice.
All right, 23. It's here. It is. It's KAC is 20. So you need a 24. I'll say that she goes along with him and then falls off. Give me a four-sider, please.
A four-sider.
All right, so she falls off right there. Very close.
Okie dokie.
All right, so Serena, you get an opportunity attack as it moves from the square diagonally below
Okay.
you into
Awesome.
the square it's in now.
Okay, cool. Here we go. And hit.
All right, that's a hit.
Come on, big. Let's get some. There we go. There we go. Nice.
Very nice. All right, so you slash
Yeah.
into this thing. It's already been hurt. And you see it's severely wounded. And it goes to bite and slam you as the woman calls out. Giving a command. Ooh, and it rolled a 1. So your attack just catches it totally off guard. Right in the mouth as it tries to bite you. Let's see if it's a fumble. 73 is a fumble. I think I'm going to. I've been thinking about it. What do you guys think of being able to see my rolls? Do you want to see my rolls for the bad guys and things like that?
That would be cool. I don't think about it much, but when I do think about it, but nice to see that roll. But that's up
Keep
to you,
in
right?
mind
You can always hide them, right?
that removes my being able to help you guys. Just saying.
What do you mean?
Fate is sealed. Because say he had rolled a 43 and I wanted him to fumble, I could say, "Oh, that's a fumble," and you would never know.
All right, so let's leave it as is then. I'm assuming that the tower rolls will not be displayed, right?
Correct. Tower rolls are still not displayed, and I have a tower as well. I can put some of my rolls in a tower too.
Right. I think leave it for now. That's my vote. We may change it later on.
Melee. All right, just pulling out the melee critical failure chart. Is something burning? You hear a pop, and you see a seam open in its armor. Suit loses power, only returning environmental protection at the end of those turns. In this particular case, doesn't matter for him. All right, but I am going to give him a minus to his attack. His second attack, though. As he slams into you with its fist paw things. And as a hit. But this thing is. There we go. Wait a second. Where's the damage you just did?
Up above a little bit.
To EO high 9. You did it to the wrong one, so that's why. There he is. Okay.
That was my bad. I
There we go.
haven't. I had my plan in place.
Yep, that's all right. I was like, this thing
You
is
fixed
really
it.
hurt. It's not really hurt, so I don't know. Oh, there it is. Okay. Now it's really hurt again.
Okay, but the right creature.
And it is no C. Bottom of the round.
There we go. He's going to be running into the room or moving into the room here, and going up to the south. To the south. There we go. So she's gonna she knows her target. She's seen Hi Becky in the center, saw which way she moved, and that's her intended target. So that's what she's doing. She's heading right in. What's probably there? No, wait a minute. Yeah, that's probably perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's fine. And then she's gonna shoot her lens pistol at the thing.
Okay.
At her now. Is she a her or a he?
And for
Becky
those of
is
you
her.
at home yelling at your screen, there's a cubicle there, so no, I'm allowing her to move away without provoking attack of opportunity. It's a small creature, don't forget.
Yes. Right? Everybody on board now? Go. Mom, maybe. Oh, yeah.
All right, so
Not
you
too bad, though.
shoot out, you
18?
run around the corner past Zerail and fire a couple shots, and it strikes and hits the Kish. All right, top of the next round is Serena.
Yeah. All right. She now has all three around her, and she is at photon level 2. All right. So there's one up on the desk below her there. That was the one she was fighting, right? The other two that are on the floor. In other words, that point.
Correct.
Number 11 and 2 on the floor, and she is already facing number 9, killing it with his next stroke of her blade. Okay. Can I do a trick attack or no?
Yes.
A little pirouette and like, what the hell are you doing? Okay. Oh yeah. So flat-footed mean that they move around less, correct?
Flat-footed means they move around less. That's correct.
Cool. All right, there we go.
All right, that's a hit.
I would hope so. 35 is pretty decent.
All right, so you slam into this thing again. So your weapon's slashing out. And 5 on.
I am going to attack number 11 with the bone scepter. Character sheet.
All right, so it's gonna be a flat roll because you're attacking from being hidden. But you are around the corner, so it's in partial cover, so it's evens out, and that is a hit as you strike out. Whoosh.
Very nice.
All right, are you going to move?
Not at this moment, no.
All right, no
So
see.
I will. Oh, you did.
She is going to continue her move to the other side. So 5, 10 there. And shoot again at the. Why is not showing? Hi, Becky. Okay. Are we there? Testing 1, 2, 3. Sweet. And she's a shooter again. Her lens. Oh, miss. Needs to get to that range, right?
All right, and don't forget, guys, if you're watching on the stream, or if you watch any of my streams, you can earn Sven's own particles, and you can help out those in the chat. Can help out the party, uh, just like right now when Atomic Hero Squad redeemed Magic Surge coming from Serena. But you can also do healing. You can do hindrance to the monsters. Even the players, you guys can heal each other. So here we go. We're going from our Magic Surge chart. 10,000 entries. They can get crazy, so everybody hold on to your boots. Let's roll 1,000, 1d1, 10,000, shall we? Slash DIE, 1d 10,000.
Wow.
All right, 4,766.
Pretty good. Close to little.
Alrighty then. So Fievel, you're there, slamming into this thing, and you see there's on the back of Serena's head as she's starting to fight this creature. A little button appears. It's a small little red button
Can I jump
on the
up and
back
push?
of her helmet. So you jump up and push it, and her head lights up. It radiates, so her head is now glowing.
Nice.
Oh my god.
I
And
hope
that
it's not
is going to
painful.
be somewhat, that is there until it's removed. Whether it's magical
Right.
or you guys want to try to do some surgery, um, she has a button that, when pressed, lights up her head.
For how long? Dude. Dude, for how long?
Until the button is
Until,
pressed again and turns
so
it
it can be
off.
like a momentary press and it goes up. Okay. I'm assuming that when this happens, first of all, she does that and I mean, she can't see her face specifically, but she can notice that all of a sudden everybody's gawking at her. Like, what the hell?
Correct.
So
Yeah.
then she puts her hands up and she's blowing. And okay, that's the action that she's doing.
All right,
But
so
what the hell?
no
What's the
see.
other word?
You see Serena's head light up, and as you try to fire, and it causes your aim to go to be to miss. Are you going to move?
Well, I already moved. Do I have a
That's right, you
bonus
moved 10 feet.
action?
Okay. All right, so this thing is doing a 5-foot step back, and then it's going to use its movement. Use its action to move again. And is trailing blood as it moves, and sort of, you see he's breathing heavily. Thank you, Atomic Hero Squad. I appreciate you. That was awesome. I definitely want to
Oh, motherfucker.
give a quick little round of applause for that. First Magic Surge redeemed. Yes, folks, that was the first Magic Surge redeemed on the stream.
Nice.
He had mentioned the other day he was saving up 1,000 points to get the Magic Surge. It's
Nice.
awesome. So he now has a Serena Nightlight for the party.
Well, if of anyone, she's by far the most beautiful.
That's
Pleasant on
right.
the eyes.
All right,
No offense to Nozu.
so this one is unhurt and trying to take down Serena. Both of them hit. As it rakes into her leg and then follows up by slamming into her. Again, she stumbles back a little bit into the corner of the cubicle, pushes her off the back. Her face all aglow. And you see her reach down across over the back of the cubicle thing, the wall there.
Okay. 5-0 still there right now.
This is the Kish. She's reaching back to her little pet.
Right.
All right, Chris. All right, so he's looking at the readouts on his microlab as it's telling him as he sees the little red lights appear on Serena, and she keeps getting hit. And as he studies the beasts, you guys get a little readout on your comm units. Yohai, small animal. EAC 18, KAC 20. They have the improved combat maneuver trip. They also have a pounce attack. They have low light vision and blind sight sense. Scent. This is a challenge rating 6 creature. And the micro lab shuts off. That was his move action, so he's actually going to shoot at the Kish. He's going to have a -2.
You have no numbers on your dice, dude.
I'm
Or
not sure
is
why. They should have been like a light. Should have been the color of his crystals. I set them to a light blue, and I'm not sure why it's not. Anyway, 17 is a miss. So it shoots past her and buries itself, and you see a little liquid trickle down the wall of the cubicle behind her. Sorrel.
All right. Passing my movement, I'm just going to hang tight here and let Aura. So if you could untarget number 11, I'm going to have her target the Kish.
All right, give me just a moment. That did work. Okay, there you go.
All right, thank you. And attack.
All right, chat. So she has redeemed
Are
drink
you
water.
kidding me?
Oof.
Oh,
All right, let's see if what that percentile says. Really?
so says. Well, we saw those dice, they're flying off.
crap.
All right, do you have the melee table?
And they're not.
I do.
All right, give us a roll. And so Sven Gal has redeemed drink water. I only have a tiny little bit left in the jar, so we're gonna fill it first.
All right, your swing, or in this case, bite, misses so badly that you wind up turned around and disoriented. You are flat footed until your next turn. Overcommitted.
All right, so
See here. I don't think I can apply that effect to her.
so we'll just you could. I'm not gonna worry about it right this moment. Um, if she gets attacked, then we'll apply it, but it's just for one round, so I'm not really worried about it, about forgetting it.
Okay.
So this one is right here next to Serena. So I drank the water. Thank you, Sven Gal, for redeeming your points.
You really need to get one of these. It's not that bad. And just, I'm telling everybody, circle water bottle. They come with these flavor cartridges that you just screw into the bottle. And the flavor cartridges, depending on what number you dial up to, between 0 and 10, will last you 3 to 4 water bottles.
Wow.
They are rolling rocks today. So slam, bite, taking more little chunks out of Serena. Is that circle spelled traditionally? CIRCLE?
No, it is CIRKUL.
My God.
All right. Top round 3, Fievel. So the one you were fighting successfully, almost killed, took off. You're no longer hidden. What would you like to do?
Bobby speaking. Am I muted?
No, I can hear you. I don't think he's talking.
He has been talking.
I'm sorry, I was
There you
muted.
go.
So I said it's
You're
going to
all
move
over
up
again.
to the square right in front of number 2, and then I'm going to try to finish off number 9. Right there, right color.
All right.
And
So you move up. So Serena, you're sort of like, oh, that's what hit me in the back of the head.
oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's what we're talking about.
I just rolled a 20.
34. It's a 34, man.
So, how do I should do that automatically, right? There it goes. Bye-bye.
Much?
Oh,
How much was
bye.
it? 53
Have a
already.
nice afterlife.
All right. So you do have a critical effect of leech. So let's take a look at that. You're not hurt, so I don't know that it's going to matter, but let's take a look.
Isn't that just drain life from the... Okay.
He's looking it up
Uh,
in silence.
okay.
This weapon can leech life force from a target, draining its vitality and leaving it feeling unsteady. The target must succeed a fortitude save or gain the off-target condition for 1 round per level of the weapon, which is 8. Very nice. So, yeah, you would have left it off target for 8 rounds had it not made it
Die.
save, but it's dead, so it's off target forever.
Wow. Impressive things.
Alright. This one's standing right in front of me. It's not even hurt yet, so... And I'm going to say that's my turn.
All right, so you come around the corner, slam into this thing with your bone scepter. It's got this ice on it, and it slams into this thing and rocks it back, and it shakes and quivers and collapses down. Chris is going to try shooting her again. I changed his dice. I swear to goodness, I did. I don't know why. Anyway, and he rolled the exact same number he did before, a 4.
I guess the next one shall be the test, right?
All right, just saying. Okay, so his dice is different color now. All right, try again. No see.
Alrighty. She's going to stay where she is. And fire again. Oh yeah.
All right, this time you, as she's dodging these darts from Chris, trying to heal her pet behind her, you take the distraction, take advantage of the distraction, and slam into her with your laser pistol.
And
All right, and it's now her turn again. So she's actually going to move up. And will slam into you with her. She has an axe, an assault kish axe.
nice.
She slams into your chest as you slam back against the wall. She runs up and does this special attack. And she actually gets 2 attacks. The first one was a 30 to hit.
And she got 34.
And the second one is an actual 34. And she had a -4 on both of the attacks. I hadn't applied it on the first one. And she slams into you again, follows up, and knocks you back into the wall again as you take another 24 points of damage. Serena.
She's going to do her magic trick again. She's photon 3.
Okay.
Photon 3. I'm making the announcement. I'm not going to do it. Successful.
Have a good night, Tomic. Thank you so much.
All right, there we go. Still, 1 and 2 G's, you got 31.
All right, so you could have rolled less damage by 2, but you still, like you said, it still did 31 points of damage as you slam into this thing.
She is freaking awesome. Just heavily damaged. Number 1.
So this thing comes bounding over, leaping from one cubicle wall to the next, and then down onto the floor as it slashes and tries to bite you.
Just percent best. Fine.
All right, so it bites and
That's not
pushes
attacking.
against you as you're still reeling from the axe attacks by the Kish.
Right.
All right, so this one was attacking Serena, and is going to continue to do so. Wow, I think I've rolled like 7 18s tonight. I even changed the color of the dice. All right, luckily every time she gets hit, she's the first 7 points are going away, but she's still almost now out of her stamina. Zurael, are you with us?
I am with you in voice, not body. Ara's gonna attack the Kish again.
All right, so it moves up and attacks. Just a second, I'm trying to open up her combat stuff.
Sorry.
And with a 4 on the dice, Ara misses. Just not having luck with the dice tonight. As the bottom of the round, Fievel, you get to lead us next on the top of the next round. Serena,
Wow.
you're next.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do the same thing again. Attack the one right in front of me. Oh, yeah. Make sure I can. Do I have it? Hold on, let me make sure I got. Yes, I do. All right. No. Again.
Nice.
All right. It's your night for crits. Go for it.
Did I, did I roll the damage?
You did not.
Okay. Let's. Okay. Okay. For some reason, trying to go over the map is messing me up. Let's see.
Yeah, you've got it
There.
targeted. You can just double click on the damage.
There we go.
What's that? Nice. Nice.
All right.
54.
And it is not dead, so it does have to make it save. All right, that was a 19. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Well, it's the same plus 10, so it would be a 19. Let me see what that's right in the middle. So I don't know what the difficulty is. Let me check. All right, a 18 fortitude save, 10 plus item level, and it made 19. So it just barely saved. This thing smash this thing on the head. The cold just seeps into it and it stumbles down, shakes its head as it slowly rises back up to its feet. You can tell it's very weak on its legs as it's sort of wobbling back and forth. Serena.
All right, so
off.
Serena is going to actually. I think that you're going to finish him up. So I'm going to run this way. I'll jump over the thing, and then head right down to stab
So it will get
Hibeki
an
in the
opportunity
back.
attack.
It will.
Yep, as you're leaving its threatened
Yeah,
square.
yeah.
Yep.
If I do my trick attack, though, doesn't that negate that?
To the object of your trick, they don't get.
Yeah, so they get no opportunity to attack.
Right, but you're not tricking him. It's the other one. Let me check one other thing. Opportunity from target. Because there's no opportunity attack from the target of trick attack, but you do have
Well,
the other one,
I didn't
spring
change my
attack.
target.
All right, so spring attack. So the way it works is the target of your trick attack doesn't get an opportunity attack, but because of your spring attack feat,
Right.
you don't take opportunity attacks, so you're good.
Awesome. Right. So I was also targeting the wrong person. So there you go. So now I should get a flanking thing, right? Bonus.
Correct,
And
but roll
stabbing her in
your
the back.
trick attack first.
Attack first, yes.
We're going to include that with your jumping over the cubicle. Look at that. All right, so you clearly, there's a vault, run along the top of the cubicle, and then come sliding down and slash at her.
Exactly. And successful. There we go. I'm slapping.
So you'll have to do the manual +2.
But it doesn't matter, man. A
It hits.
natural 6.
You're good.
That's right.
So
Natural
roll
6.
your damage.
It's, there we go. Come on, damage. And, oh, yes. Oh, very nice. 43.
Very nice. 43 points of damage. You come sliding down and slam into this thing as you see Ara's on it. Nosi's
Side.
dazed a little bit by all these things attacking her. And you come to her rescue.
Dusty.
She's actually going to try to finish off Nosi. She's going to do a full attack. So she'll have a minus 4 to each attack.
This pen spills. Oops.
So she grimaces, cries out from this blade that slices along her back. She lashes out with her axe and hits Nosi. And then brings it back down and hits her down in the gut.
She's all good. I'm getting wounded. Yeah.
And this thing is going to take a 5-foot step back and then move. Actually, the speed is 40, so it's going to move over here. All right, Zarel.
Well, that's the second one.
All right, Zarel, you back yet? All right, so Ara is going to attack again. Nosi's all through her damage, all through her stamina, and is more than halfway down in her wounds. And she's bleeding out from these
More than half.
last 2
I'm
attacks.
not more than half. I'm less than half. Less than half.
Right. She has 26 out of 66 hit points left. Ara tries to bite.
Wait a
Come
minute.
on, Ara.
Hold on a minute.
Yes. What am I holding on for?
Ara? I don't know.
You said hold on a minute.
Oh, I was going to wait for my turn. I
Okay.
have down that Nosi has 40 wounds, and she has an FP of 100. And she's used all her fatigue, and now it's 40. That means, or 40 minus, right? Or is it 40 actual total?
Right. Her hit points are 66. So she has
Where's you
26
getting
hit
that from?
points left out of her 66 because she has 40 wounds.
Okay, all right. I thought
All
her
of her
hit points were
stamina is
100.
gone. All 100.
I
She's taken
thought,
140 points of damage.
right. I thought her HP was 100, not 66. So that was my mistake. Okay, she's really hurt.
All right, here we go. Ara finally comes through as Serena stabs into Becky. She crawls up and in where almost right in the middle of her back of her neck and sinks her fangs as she's the creature's slamming into Nosi over and over with her axe. Ara's fangs sink deep into her skin.
Yeah.
And she does 36 points of damage
Nice.
from the crit
Nice.
she did. And she screams and arcs her back. Starts to reach at what this thing is, whatever's behind there, doing this damage to her. All right, Nosi. You've had better
Nosi
days.
is not anymore. She's attacking. What's her bracket there? Hi, Becky, with her bone blade.
All right.
So,
She's going to attack, folks. Here we go.
Yes, here we go.
So, for those of you in the stream, she's a healer.
talking about.
She could heal herself. Instead, she's attacking.
33.
Will the gamble pay off?
So
Let's
she
see.
has like in whatever it's called, mandible, like a sword. It comes out like whatever Wolverine, and it has jagged edges on it, and just nicely twist into his core. He yanks it out, and is it he or she? I keep thinking
She.
she.
All right,
So
so
she is
she's
dead.
you she
Collapses upon the floor.
arcs her back from as Aura slams in right into her spinal cord, and you jam her with your blade. That is enough to take her down, and she collapses onto the floor.
Nice.
Yay.
Chris is
Yay.
going to move up. Maybe. That was weird. Okay. And sorry, stream, you guys couldn't see what was going on down there. I didn't realize the line of sight was blocked by the walls. And he's going to shoot Nosy.
Is he bewitched? There's no see telepathically tell him to stop it.
All right, and so you see him quickly switch out the dart in his needler, shoots Nosy, goes zipping past Serena, slams into Nosy. And I need to reroll the 1. What happened to the other 2? It was a 7 and a 6. So that's 13. So you heal 21 points as this healing serum Mark II courses through your blood, your body.
Nice.
21, 19.
Now still wounded 19, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And that is it for him. And this guy is going to do. It sees its master drop. It's going to attack.
Ooh, ouch.
So this thing slams into Nosy's legs, and your knee buckles a little bit as it bites into you and slams its little fists um, into the side of your legs. And blood starts pouring again. You take 7, but you take a total of 36 points of damage. This thing is enraged and just growling and.
Yep.
Zerail.
Moving Aura to that one, that creature that's attacking Nosy.
Alright, are you going to move or anything?
Nope.
Alright, well, so you're sort of leaning forward and looking around the corner.
Yep.
I can't attack until she's
There you go.
targeted. There we go. Beautiful. Yes.
Very nice. Alright, so again, she crawls along the wall of the cubicle and jumps and sinks her teeth into this creature.
He's dead.
Don't worry, no. So if you go down, Aura can use its ability to heal you, to stabilize you, so you don't die.
Mhm. Yep.
All right then.
Yeah, Arakanid has
Yeah.
a
Mhm.
special ability that can stabilize people if they're dying. All
Ah,
right, so Fievel, you are left with nothing to do. What would you like to do? You hear a lot of fighting going on. Can't really see what's
I want
happening.
to switch to my rifle,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna target the one in the corner there. This
So
guy
you can't
here.
see it. These are small creatures, and the walls are 4 feet high. So you can't see it. You can't even see it to know where it would be.
Oh, okay.
you jump on to the desk though, right?
You
1,
can jump up
2,
onto the corner
3,
there and
4.
straddle the corner of the 2 cubicle walls, and that would elevate you enough to where you could see, or you can run down. Do both.
Okay.
Nice.
5, 25. So, what if I do this? I move to right. Could I do that? Like you said, I could put me on the wall. Okay, that'll work.
All right, so give
And
me an
now
acrobatics check.
oh yeah, no, not a
This is
problem
going to
there.
be DC 25.
25 on, that might be a problem. Oh no, no. Acrobatics, you said.
Correct.
So,
No problem at all. You
yep,
scamper
got
up,
it.
twing, 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 scamper up, and you got 1 foot on the wall, 1 foot on the thing that sticks out. So you're straddling that triangle there. Got your whip out your rifle. It's almost as big as you are. Extend. And you have a -2 to hit the guy in the corner. But that is all. Actually, no. With all your
Yeah.
sniper stuff, never mind that negates all that stuff. So you have a straight shot at this thing. So it would have been a 30. Still
Yeah,
hits.
I got it.
Good to go.
Yep. Nice.
All right, and that
Dead.
is enough. As this thing
Dead.
comes around the
Oh
corner,
no, same.
it was actually going to start running away, but you stop it. As
Nice.
it is
Already
a
run away from me once.
coil rifle, so it's an actual bullet. Just goes through this
Yeah.
thing, splatters up against the wall as it collapses, slams into the wall in the corner there, and slumps down. All right, Serena, this thing in front of you is dead.
Right. Is Nosi is in what state? Can I do my trick attack around her to attack the creature, or is she like right there? There's no way I can do that.
You would have a
Um,
-4 to hit it, but you can still do your trick attack and still try to attack it if you want.
Yeah, I think so
inventory.
because Nosi's in bad condition. She like sliding down the wall, giving her plenty of room to get through the same
Okay,
spot.
go for it.
All right, here we go. Awesome.
Hi, your trick
And
attack goes off.
okay, here we go. That's it. Right? Or is it a
When
miss?
did I get that?
Is it a hit or a miss?
All right, so with the, well, I don't know what focus 1 is, but should be a hit. Let me double check.
That's
1, 2, 3, 4.
hit. Yes. 42, and that's
42. Answer to life and
is it
everything.
still alive? I think it's still alive.
Nope, you didn't have it targeted.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, so
Oh,
you're able
right,
to come down and go around, sort of do a backspin as you reach around Nosi with her behind you. As you slam into this thing, you spin back around, and a blade just slices right through, clean behind its neck, into its neck, behind its head, and it doesn't even have time to yelp as it twitches a moment and then collapses down.
Oh no.
It took off part of his shoulder too.
All right, so you guys are out of combat.
Nice.
Got Fievel standing on top of the cubicle wall.
Back off a little bit. Hey guys, she needs some help.
And you've got Serena and Nosi having better days.
Serena's fine. It's no see I'm concerned about.
Well, I haven't rolled that many 20s ever.
I know.
Yeah, that was
It was
exciting.
what?
Good stuff.
Was that 3 in a row or was it 2 in a row at least?
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I need to get the Nosy so I can give her some healing.
Yes, please do.
So tokens are unlocked. You can feel free to move about the
I can
cavern.
help her out.
I'm going to give you the
Give her some healing to her.
the experience for these last two encounters.
4,000. Ooh.
Okay. So yeah.
Nice. So Zarel uses up her healing touch. And I think you still have. Oh, is that what it says your max is? 45?
Yeah.
Okay, it should be 50. I'm almost positive it's 5 per level. So that's coded wrong. So I'll give her 5 more points.
Perfect. Yeah, it is 5 per level.
All right, so you're so she's down to has only 5 wounds now. I presume you guys want to take a short rest.
Yes, let's do.
Yeah,
I don't think I need to. No, I need to get hit once.
Mop up the floors. So a short rest. If we use a down point, will heal our fatigue, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's correct. Yep. And the door's closed behind you guys. And let's see what else is in this room.
I want to search the Kish.
Yeah, most definitely.
All right, so there is there's the explanation. All right, and
Are there any computers on the desk?
no, no, you do not see any computers on these desks. It looks like this was originally set up. With your computer knowledge, you would know these are. Mine is saying VDI. They're yes, virtual desk interfaces. So basically, they were connected at one point to a server with a screen and a keypad, basically. So there's not an actual tower at each cubicle. It's all done remotely. But again, that was hundreds, if not thousands, more than 1,000 years ago. These have,
right.
You do see a lot of these now. Again, have dried flowers, little offerings, like what you would expect at a shrine, little things of glass and little homemade trinkets, similar to what you saw at in the both the museum and the medical, both the other locations you have been to before. But again, this is a temple, and so this is used as like little offerings and things. Plus, the stuff that was on her. So let me find her. I can give you her gear.
So, are we taking turns here? Or are we just going to do our thing here? Because Serena's going to yell out, "Hey, what's that thing behind you, Philo?" And
That is
Nosy
the
will be
light.
looking at it.
That is the lantern. It's like
Well,
a
that's the
lantern.
light.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So do we? Anyway, who still say that? But Nosy would probably know
Yeah.
a lot about it, right?
So
More so than other people.
is Serena's face still lit up like a flashlight?
No, of course not. She turned it off when she was back fighting the Eoc on the desk.
Oh,
Her sense of humor it has not spread
We gotta
to
live
this recent action here. She's not ready to just laugh it off. So the thing was off instantaneously.
So, you said Nosy would know more about what than anybody else.
This lamp and its significance.
It doesn't seem to have any special significance. It was just it's an oil lamp that was used to light the room, so this woman and her pets could
So
see.
Okay.
Yep, it's not magical. It's just a normal lantern. It's just brighter than most lanterns because the way the glass has been formed and stuff, it gives off a really nice bright.
Right. Okay. Did I miss it? What is it that they were worshiping? And what direction? Is it any just a prayer thing? You
Are you guys
mentioned all
searching
these.
the room?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hang out on the wall here.
We're in the room.
Keep an eye out. Make
I'm
sure
asking
no
in
one
general
else.
sense. Is it easy to tell what was going on from the situation that we're looking at? At the temple, whatever. Do we know what's going on? That's why I thought the lamp is so important. I thought it's in the center of the room. Like,
Again, the lamp was just centrally located to light up the whole room
I
as
know
this
that.
woman was working with her pets. The temple itself, again, this is similar to what it was like in the House of Renewal and the Ghost Maze. Um, these are almost like cave people. They're like barbarians. They don't understand the technology. They're using each of these little sections as uh, um, they see these deaths in these areas as almost like little shrines, and so they leave little things behind, little offerings and little uh, tidbits, so that they'll be blessed by their ancestors and by um, their deities.
Right. So this room is considered sacred, basically.
Correct. And all the little rooms you were on before, like the one that had the body in it, that those are meditation rooms.
Right.
This whole thing. So this is not like a sanctuary. So it doesn't have an altar. It's
Right.
so you're not
It's a big
find any
meditation room.
particular use, any specific use for this room in particular beyond just
Okay.
general worship.
No C will be definitely looking around. Most definitely. Now when she speaks. So do I need to move her around as I'm
All right,
going?
give me anybody
There we
who's
go.
searching. Give me percentiles.
Serena's standing
And
guard. So
note, Zerael, I already put all the stuff you found on the woman in the party sheet. There's arrows, the battle bow. She has hard plate, so it's a special kind of armor, and a kick, and the axe that she used to almost kill Nosy.
Oh, okay.
All right, and so
I don't think
Zerael,
I could use anything. So hopefully everybody else can get something out of it. If not, we can sell it.
you
I think
find
I
this
could use.
horde of little things that have been piled up in a small pile underneath the southwesternmost desk, um, where Ara is right now. You see, it looks like one of the little things, all these beasts that you killed, made a little nest and was hoarding a bunch of stuff. And altogether, you would guess you could probably get about 2,000 credits for these little baubles.
Oh, dear goodness. They were hoarding fun stuff.
nice.
Yep. So
Also
put that
some really nice weapons here.
put that in the combat track. I mean the party sheet. There, like I said, there's nothing of interest. There's just a bunch of little knickknacks. But again, to the right buyers, you would be able to sell 2,000 to the whole thing. All right, so that's where we're gonna leave it, guys. See you in a couple weeks. You can feel free to check out the stuff in a party sheet if you want. We will pick up from here. As you look around, you see there's a door to the east and a door to the north. So there's only 2 places to go.
All righty.
Yeah, all right. Good night, guys.
Stream, thank you so
Good
much
night.
for hanging out.
You missed the assault Kishax and the advanced bow are quite spectacular in terms of their level and damage and everything. So we might want to check and see if any of these things are useful to whoever, because they're definitely worth it. They're level 9, 8, and 9,
Yep,
I think.
the thing to look for is the subtype. So the axe is a advanced melee weapon.
Yep.
And
Two-handed.
the bow is a it's a special weapon. I'd have to look and see exactly who can use it. I think anybody can use a bow.
Right.
But so
It's supposed to be yeah, giving the bow.
all right, guys. Well, hey,
Probably
thanks
like
a
a
lot.
recurve bow, but it's really well made and
Check out
it can fire arrows and grenade arrows. It's pretty cool.
the stuff on YouTube if you want to see how they got here.
All right, cool.
Or
Stuff's going into
come back
the
next week to see
no
our
space
Dawn of
side.
Flame campaign. They're wrapping up the
Anyway,
last of the
later,
book.
people.
Thanks so much. Whatever else you do, don't forget like,
Everybody's
subscribe,
there.
and enjoy the rest of your day.